Got this shirt today. Happy Gilmore. Peak movie. Watch it. You know what else? You know what I watched? Bob's Burger season 3. Okay, so as I always seem to do, I'm gonna give a quick recap. Season 1, pretty good. Season 2, also good, but due to only being 9 episodes, obviously it's not gonna be as it didn't get as much of a time to shine for some reason. Still don't know why they waited till season 3 to give them a full length season. I guess during the early 2010s, Fox was so not used to their newer animated shows getting good reception that they just had to make sure they got something good on their hands. I mean, they did just cancel King of the Hill a few years ago, and then they had Cleveland Show, which was on its way out. I'm pretty sure they really need to make sure Bob's Burgers was like the thing. But now we finally get to the first full length season, and I'm curious to see if Bob's really burgers this time, you know? That's what I'm curious about. 1. Earsy Rider. A high schooler named Logan takes Louise's bunny ears. Meanwhile, Bob's Burgers, the restaurant, not the show or the guy, deals with a biker gang. Alrighty. How do we start off this season premiere? Starts off pretty freaking peak. It's a 5 out of 5. Already, I freaking love this episode. I think it's really cool how they took something so signature to the show. I almost said Luigi. Oh my god, Luigi's bunny ears, and ended up making it something really important, showing that they do genuinely matter to her. It's not just some iconic symbol for the series. It means a lot to Louise as a character, which I think is cool. And the biker gang subplot was pretty fun as well. Just seeing a biker gang in the restaurant's just a funny premise. Just seeing them deal with a biker gang, it's funny. The best part about this one is easily Louise and Logan's dynamic. They have a good back and forth for those two. It really did help the episode. However, you don't need me saying the episode's peak because introducing to Zman Reviews for the first time, my new co-host, Bimmy Bunny, my new pet bunny. I just got him, and now he's gonna be helping me some of these episodes. Whenever I feel necessary, I'm gonna call on him. Right? Right. Okay, Bimmy. What'd you think of Earsy Rider? It was pretty good. I really liked it. Pretty freaking sweet. I really liked it. Yay! Yay! Okay, thank you, Bimmy. Man, I really love my bunny ears. But Z-Man doesn't get it because he's a human. Well, okay, Bimmy. Okay, Bimmy. This is a human crowd watching it. No, bunny rights matter. Come on, everybody. All bunnies in the chat, comment down. No, you don't gotta do that, guys. No, guys, don't listen to him. Come on, Bimmy. It's not that deep. It is not deep. Okay, Bimmy, that's it. Timeout privileges, Bimmy. This is what happens when you get a co-host. They always try to upstage you. What was it going on about? Oh yeah, this is a great episode. A baby gets birthed at the restaurant. 2. Full bars. On Halloween, the kids go on a candy quest. Meanwhile, Bob and Linda go to Teddy's party. Alright, you don't have a lot to say about this one. It's a 3 out of 5. Oh, hi. Hi, that username. Feels weird to have someone comment on one of these things, but hello. I'm doing Bob's Burger season 3. So, not sure if you've seen the show, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. Hey, thanks. Hope you're also having a good night. It's 11 p.m. where I'm at. It is a great show. I'm doing season 3 right now. I just did the first 2 seasons a while back, but now I'm doing season 3. I'm on episode 2, full bars. So I'm just at the beginning of the season. Anyway, as for the episode itself, admittedly, I'm not that big on full bars. I think it's a 3 out of 5. Kind of middle of the road. This one. It's not even bad. It's just kind of there. I know. I think for the first Halloween episode, they could have done a little more. I mean, the episode's kind of just the kids doing a whole candy thing. Like, it's kind of cool to go to the next town over and all that, but like, maybe it's because we're at a new town. I think it would have been more fun if we really stayed more within this, like the Wonder Wharf and all that. I think just going out to a different town was a little iffy. I didn't really think we needed it. Honestly, this is one of those times where I honestly prefer the B plot. Teddy having this whole Halloween party and Bob accidentally killing his hamster. I thought that was funny, but unfortunately, the main plot wasn't even bad. This is still better than a lot of other episodes, even so far. It's just not one I could see myself ever really going back to. Well, to be fair though, the show does go on to have more Halloween episodes later on, so hopefully those are an improvement. This is their first one after all. 3. Bob fires the kids. Okay, I was kind of a douche. I kind of just wrote for story. The title kind of explains the gist. But I'm not going to be lazy here. I'm going to actually explain the plot of this episode. Okay, so pretty much Bob gets stuff from his dad's place, which makes him realize, oh man, I had a crappy childhood. So he fires the kids so they can enjoy themselves, but deep down they really don't have much to do outside of the restaurant. So they try to get back, but they can't because Mickey, the guy who robbed the bank last season, my favorite episode from season 2, is back. And he's helping them out. So now the kids are working at a weed farm. They don't know it's weed though because they're kids. It's a good episode, 4 out of 5. This one feels weirdly mundane for an episode about the kids selling weed. You don't. That's not a thing I'd really expect to happen. That episode is a pretty funny episode. Yeah, I liked the weird old couple and how they just sang like those. Like, they're so calm for being weed dealers. Old, horny weed dealers. They have, 5 kids or something? Yeah, that's a little... They've been doing them too much. And seeing Mickey back was also very good. I really like Mickey. I know he comes back occasionally throughout the show, and I think that's good, because I really do like the guy. He's a very good side character. I loved the ending when the cops got them and Mickey's like, what do I do? I've never been in this situation before. What do I do with my hands? Do I do this or do I do this? And bro didn't even know. That was funny. I liked that. Overall, pretty good episode. I very much enjoyed this one. 4. Mutiny on the Windbreaker. The Belchers are forced to stay at a cruise by an evil captain. Oh no, evil captain. This is another 4 out of 5. Okay, so this one's kind of divisive, but I guess I already made it clear by the rating that I'm more on the positive end of this episode. I've heard some people are not as into this one, and I've heard this one girl had it on her top 5 best episodes of the whole show, and it's like, okay, it's not that good. But still, I like this one. I can agree, though, that it's definitely a little weird for a Bob's Burgers episode. Just the tone. It feels a little more season 1-y compared to the first 3. I don't take that the wrong way, though, because I do really like season 1. But you know what I mean? It feels very adult. Maybe it's because... Oh, thank you. Consider subscribing to the channel, and I'm pretty sure you're the one who left a like, but consider subscribing, and you can watch the rest of this when you wake up, or just whenever you have time. Don't worry about it. Thank you for staying on for a little bit. Anyway, but yeah, this was a good episode. Despite the weirder tone, I didn't really mind it that much, because again, I just found it funny, and just even though it is a little off for a Bob's Burgers episode, I thought the evil captain was funny. I like how, of course, with this freaking family, only Bob is really concerned. I think it's the fact that it is the Belcher family that makes this plot so great, because just having them and having most of them just not even care, their lives are so boring and nothing much happens to them that often. They need this. They need to be here, bro. So of course Bob's the only one who's really concerned. And you gotta love how Teddy and Mort, even though it's only during that brief montage, they are very upset by Bob's Burgers not being there because they are also very lonely individuals. It's good. This is a good episode. 5. An indecent Thanksgiving proposal. Oh boy, the beginning of the legendary Thanksgiving episodes. Story this time is that Mr. Fishoder gets the family to act as his family to get a fancy woman in his pants. Bow chicka bow wow. I know that was a Family Guy moment in a Bob's Burgers review, but who's checking except me? Because I just said that right now. It's a pretty good episode. Very much almost a 5. It's a clever premise, I thought. I mean, seeing the you do feel bad for Bob. You feel bad for Bob a lot in this show, but this is another one of those episodes because all bro wanted was a good Thanksgiving dinner with his family, and what does he get? Mr. Fishoder's landlord popping in and being like, "Hey guys, go to this." This is not even his real impression, but it's like, "Hey guys, why don't we go to like my place so you can help, so I can bang this old woman I used to date." And so of course they do it because they need like the free rent. Linda's turkey song is also very much a highlight. Pass the cranberry sauce, having it for dinner. That's not what she said, but you know what I mean. Go look it up on YouTube. Or better yet, just watch the episode because it is very funny. And the kids getting tickets so they don't care about Bob's traditions is very in character for them. It's a pretty good episode. Psycho old woman tries to kill Bob at the end. Not cool, old lady who's kind of horny. 6. The Deepening. Dun dun. Mr. Fishoder puts a robot shark into Wonder Wharf, but it runs loose on the town. What do I say about this one other than I like it? Not much to say about this one other than it's one of those episodes I like without it being like, oh, this is the greatest episode ever. But it's fine. Admittedly, I've only seen the first Jaws movie, and even then it was only like once a couple years ago. I don't really remember liking it, but then again, I was probably like a dumb kid back then. So maybe if I rewatched it, maybe I'd go to appreciate the franchise more. So as someone who isn't really in tune with Jaws, I think I'd like the episode more if I did like it more. But again, the best kind of parodies are the ones that where you don't even need to really know much about the source material to still enjoy it. At least in my opinion, because I'm not a great on pop culture. It's a fun little episode. Admittedly, I think Bob gets stressed around a little too hard. Stuff like the girl hitting him for having her arm, even though it was like Louise, who I'm pretty confident was the one who was holding it originally. I'm not saying Bob gets a lot of shit in this one, and some of it is pretty damn unnecessary. You just feel bad for Bro. But still a fun episode, though. I did enjoy it. Seeing the boys, not the show, but Bob, Teddy, and Mort trying to defeat the shark in the restaurant at the end. Very cool ending sequence. And them using the ice cream machine that was introduced last season was cool. I liked that they used it as a plot important part again. I forgot they even kept it after the episode was introduced in. Good episode. 7. Tyrannosaurus Rex. Tina accidentally hits Jimmy Pesto's car, leading to a series of lies. Meanwhile, Mort lets the family use him for rides. Aw man, what's my thoughts on this episode? It's pretty freaking peak, 5 out of 5. One of the best episodes so far. Man, this episode's awesome. First of all, Bob and Tina, the two most mundane, down-to-earth people in the family, they are really funny together. Because you have Bob, who's just trying to quickly get through this whole experience. And then you have Tina, who can't lie to save her life. Her smile's like, like she cannot keep a lie to save her life. Poor girl. And I love this insurance guy, how just crazy insane he is, forcing the family to go along with his plot. It's hilarious. And he's so okay about it. Bro's a douche, but doesn't care about the douchiness of his douchey douchinery. And then you got the B plot with Well, admittedly, not much of a B plot, but there is a little bit of a scene with Mort driving the family around. Mort, unfortunately, doesn't get a lot to do in the show, so seeing him get this small little moment was funny. Best part of it, though, was when Gene and Louise were in the home and that was trying to be sold off. And of course, Louise makes up some BS about like some dead person in the house. Classic Louise. Overall, this one's just super amazing, though. Bob and Tina's chemistry carries this one hard. I freaking love it. Definitely, I'm pretty confident it will remain as one of my favorites of the entire show. Well, I'm only on season 3, and they're on like season 16 now. So yeah, obviously I have a lot of the show to go through, but I'm confident this will remain towards the top. Maybe I haven't seen a ton of Bob's Burgers past like these early seasons, so maybe I'll be surprised. Hopefully, I'll be surprised. That means the show just keeps getting more peak even as it goes on. 8. The unbearable likeness of Gene. Gene has to date an annoying girl named Courtney. Meanwhile, Linda goes on a diet. All right, this one's a 5 out of 5, but I 100% suspect that this is one of those episodes where I like it. Hell, I love it. But most people probably wouldn't give it the max rating. Well, first of all, remember that Gene is my favorite character, so any episode starring him, automatically I'm gonna like a lot. And this episode really humanizes Gene more than the show has really done that much beyond this point. Because before this point, Gene has just kind of been like the goofy little fun guy, like he's just a goofy little kid. But in this episode, he has to go through like a relationship, and not that weird crush he had on the plot on that puppet back in the Windbreaker episode. This is a real man's relationship. He has to date an annoying woman, but he does it for popularity, and so Courtney's friends won't like be mean to him. It's a whole twist and turn sort of ordeal, and you get the gist. I just find it really funny. As someone I've never really dated too hard, especially IRL, but like as someone who has been around annoying people, I totally get Gene just wanting to leave as quickly as possible. It's so in character. So relatable to me, as a matter of fact. That's why I love this one so much, even though I totally get why others would find Courtney so annoying that they can't stand the episode. But come on, it has great scenes like Bob and Gene leaving the car, and Bob being like, "Gene, she's so annoying, you have to break up." And then Courtney being, "Come on, Gene, you'll never try to talk with Dad. Dad, come on, let's have a talk with Dad." Sorry. Like that's just funny, bro. That's peak fiction right there. And then Tina and Louise, like Louise not really wanting to be involved, but when Tina mentions that Louise gets to judge people, she's like, "Ooh, that I do like." I don't have a lot to say about the Linda diet plot, but I mean, it was there. She got to meet horny old grandpa. Hi, horny old grandpa. Actually, you know what? Here, I'm gonna ask Bimmy. Yo, Bimmy. I'm not sure if you've had any real dating experience, but what's your thoughts on the episode? Well, I mean, I never dated, but dude, I don't really have much dating experience. I was kind of hoping you would help me out. Sorry, dude, I'm kind of like, I don't really have much to say here. It's kind of all on you. Should be all on me. I gotta entertain these people with my stories, and I got no stories, Bimmy. Bimmy, did you hear me? I got no stories. I'm a problem. Have fun being alone and being single. Bimmy, no. I'll put you out of timeout, and this is how you repay me. This is not a good first episode for my co-host. I guess I'll just move on then. 9. Bob, rest ye merry gentle mannequins. What a title. It's Christmas time, and the family invites a homeless man to the restaurant, not knowing that he thinks he was a mannequin. I don't know. This one's a 3 out of 5. I'm sorry, I really couldn't get into this one. It's super mid. It's almost too weird for a Bob's Burgers episode. I know I said that about the Windbreaker episode, but the difference was that I found that one funny. I did not find Mannequin episode that funny. It's just this one-off character we've never met before being like, "Oh, guys, actually, I'm a mannequin, and like I came to life because I was so in love with this girl mannequin. And it's like, okay, if this was like a Family Guy or American Dad episode, I'd be more into it. But Bob's Burgers is such a grounded show that, like, obviously he didn't really come alive. It's all fantasy, but like, it's still weird, right? I can't be the only one who thinks it's a little weird they even went there, especially for the first Christmas episode. Very weird for the first Christmas episode. Don't have much to say, honestly, beyond I just wasn't really feeling it. Maybe you guys feel more positively about it, but for me, I couldn't get into it. Sorry, chat. Sorry, Izzy Borseth835. I know when you eventually rewatch this, once stream ends, you're going to be very disappointed to hear that I thought this one was painfully mid. 10. Mother-daughter laser razor. Linda tries bonding with Louise. Meanwhile, Bob helps Tina with getting rid of her leg hair. Unfortunately, another 3 out of 5. We're really on a mid streak, unfortunately. This one's on the higher end of a 3, though. I thought it was fine enough. It's weird seeing Logan so back after he was literally just in the premiere. That's a little off. Well, not off, but it's a little odd seeing him back so soon. They're not. Louise and Logan aren't nearly as good here as they were in their first episode, but it's okay. The whole episode is just painfully middle of the road. Bob helping Tina with her whole leg hair problem is kind of cute, kind of good, but like, it's not that funny in my opinion. And I like seeing Bob be a good dad, but I also like when the show's funny. So you kind of see why I'm not really like. We need a good balance between humor and peak parenting. And sadly, this one leaned more on the peak parenting. So yeah, not a bad episode. There's still some good jokes. I liked how the leader of the what was the stupid name of the group? It was really clever. Damn it. Sorry, chat. I forgot about it. I'm kind of stupid, so I forgot about it. But the leader of it being a dude, despite being like for a mother-daughter thing, is pretty freaking funny. That got a big laugh out of me. Big old dumb guy laugh. But overall, middle of the road episode. It's just okay. 11. Nude Beach. Hugo leaves his job to join a nude beach, but the new health inspector is much worse. Meanwhile, the kids exploit the beach. Don't got much to say beyond a solid episode. It's a 4 out of 5. I like this one well enough. What's there to really say about this one? I guess seeing Hugo briefly be happy was interesting because he's such a miserable character. Always trying to ruin Bob's life and all that. So seeing him not try to ruin Bob's life was very refreshing. The new health inspector. What the hell is the dude's name? Was freaking Tommy. Tommy was a funny character. His whole song about how he's good at sex. All of his overly adult songs were just pretty funny. Obviously, you can't have him singing all that at Bob's Burgers. I like how at first he's kind of just like a douchey little loser, but then he becomes actively vindictive when once Bob's like, no, you can't play here. So he just starts dropping rat turds, like any good civilian would do. Well, yeah, it's a solid enough episode. The kids B plot I don't have much to say on because it's kind of mid. But we got to see more of Daryl from the Burger Boss episode, so it's at least cool to know that he'll be more of a reoccurring character, because I do like Daryl a lot, so he's a good character. 12. Broadcast Wagstaff School News. Tina tries to find the mad pooper at school, otherwise known as the butler. Also, Gene dresses up as Bob. I shall call him Mini Bob. Man, first Happy Gilmore shirt, and now that. I'm just the king of movie references tonight. You guys are really missing out. All of you 8 billion people not watching the stream. Anyway, it's a 5 out of 5. I love the hell out of this one. It's a very popular one, so I don't really feel too original saying I love it, but I can't help it. It's still my opinion. The Tina plot's very cool, seeing her like stand up against the school news. Fun fact, I'm in the school news. I actually am a part of like my school news program. I'm not like a talent or anything like that. I'm more behind the scenes, but as someone who's actually been a part of that group, yeah, I can relate to Tina's struggle about wanting to find a good story because I still make videos for it, and I can confirm that like obviously they exaggerate it here, but yeah, a lot of it is stupid BS like school trivia. Or can you guess this song? And it's like, twin, this is stupid. I want to talk about vagina. So yeah, overall, it's a fun plot. Seeing Tina try to unravel this mad pooping mystery. And the writer who thought of Gene dressing like Bob deserves a freaking raise. It was hilarious. I loved almost every moment that was on screen. You know, him giving advice to Tina, him first becoming the mini Bob, him going to the principal's office because he was called. How the hell did he know that? Was he just walking and seeing Louise in the principal's office, like, oh, I got to take care of this one. I'm Bob Belcher. And then Linda, the whole time, is going along with it, like, oh, yeah, we put up with each other. Or he's when he's like, I have no daughter. Oh, no, don't say that. No, he should say that. It's not accurate. Very fun episode. Very much a peak episode. Totally get why it's a fan favorite. It is very well done. 13, My Fuzzy Valentine. On Valentine's Day, Bob tries getting a gift for Linda. Meanwhile, Linda tries helping people speed date. Man, we got freaking Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and now this. I guess for the first full length season, they really wanted to go all out in terms of just the big holiday episodes. Oh, yo, third like. Thanks, third liker. I'm like three like Jim over here. You know, my name's on Jim. Anyway, what's my thoughts on My Fuzzy Valentine? It's peeping outside. I'm sorry if you can hear that. Anyway, it's a good episode. Not as peak as like it's not as peak as the Thanksgiving episode, but it's definitely better than the Halloween and Christmas one. So it's around the middle of this holiday list for season 3. It's cute seeing Bob really want to put effort into her and Linda's thing for this Valentine's Day. Again, Bob is so much better than like Homer or Peter in terms of like just being a husband. Bob is so peak, and I don't think we respect. Well, I guess the fans respect him enough, but more people gotta know about the show, so we can all be like, "Ah, Bob, you trying, bro. You're a good example of men everywhere." Such a good example of men when you're speeding through a red light and just yelling, "It's okay, I'm FBI." Also, we get more Bob v. Hugo, and that's decently fun here. And then you got Ron being just the Chad Ron, helping them out, helping the family out. That's cool. Then you got the speed date beep plot, which was also pretty fun. I love how Sergeant Bosco comes in and just like totally ruins the whole thing. Well, ruins because everyone prefers over whatever the hell Linda was doing. Sorry, Lynn, but like Bosco kind of got it covered. And I can't even blame them. Bosco's ideas were honestly pretty fire. It's actually a good point about how, you know, if you could stomach the worst of someone, then yeah, you could totally just like bone. Why not, bro? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna give you one more chance, okay? You burn out Mr. Sub, bro. Bimmy! What's your thoughts on My Fuzzy Valentine? Well, it's Valentine's Day. I never heard of this Valentine's Day. I think you're making it up, Z-Man. This episode's obviously called My Fuzzy Love. You're not my co-host. Well, okay, you are my co-host, but like, I'm only going to show you like maybe one more time in this review. Well, maybe twice. Maybe 3 times. Or maybe none. "14, Linda Pendant Woman. Linda works at a grocery store, but Bob misses having her around. See, more Bob being peak husband material. Bro misses his wife working with him. That's so wholesome. Bro, I want a Linda who I would miss having work with me. But I guess my line of work is just drawing stupid webtoons and like reviewing seasons of TV shows. So I guess I'd want her to do that with me. Actually, why am I saying like that? That'd be super fire. I actively want a woman to be interested in what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, it's a pretty good episode. It's a 4 out of 5. Tina's little love story was pretty cute, and the Bob and Linda stuff is very peak. Overall, it's a pretty good one. Don't have much to say, sadly enough, other than I did really like it. I loved the This Is Working song that they got going on. It was very well made. Even though this is my first time ever watching the episode, I've seen that song on YouTube so many times beforehand, which made me curious about the episode. And I'm happy to report the episode behind the song is pretty good. I'm going to take a quick drink because it sounds like my voice is getting so annoying. And, so yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. I know I'm a little over midway through. He who should not be named showed up. I guess like him as my co-host, by the way. I know he's totally ruining the review we put up with each other. I like how there's always more views when Bimmy's around. Is Bimmy really that peak, guys? Chat, did I cook with hiring this dude? Comment if you like Bimmy. Just say you're only watching the review for Bimmy, bro. Say he's the only reason you're watching. Okay, someone left. I guess he's not the reason. 15. OT, the outside toilet. Gene befriends a robot toilet. Meanwhile, Bob gets a suit that makes people love him. Aw, how romantic. 5 out of 5. I love this episode. Gene is peak, so his episodes are peak. End of story. Okay, there's more. I love how it's a stupid little ET parody. Again, never saw the movie, but I do love Gene, and Gene can be my ET. I can go home with that guy in a platonic way, for he is a child and I am almost 18. Overall, just a great episode. I love this one. Bob's stupid little B. I should stop saying that. I'm being mean, but Bob's B plot, where he just gets a suit, is very good, very funny. Good satire on how people always just handsome people just get around in this world, which is why I'm so unlucky, because I'm hideous. Why do I show my face in these videos? It makes me so self-conscious. You're ugly. Bimmy. Sorry, guys. 16. Topsy. They'll say, autopsy at my autopsy. A new science teacher makes Louise do a project on Thomas Edison, so she does a project on the Topsy event. Raise your hand if you only knew about the Topsy event from this episode. Raise your hand if it's a 5 out of 5. I love this one. Not just best of the season, but best of the whole show so far. I'm absolutely in love with this episode, and holy crap, 7 views. 7 people watching stream. Hi, 7 people. 7-11, am I right? Back to Topsy. What I love about this episode is... only 4. As I was saying, what I love about this episode is just, first of all, seeing Louise get back at this guy because he wouldn't let her be lazy on the science project. Okay, it sounds bad at first, but the dude is weirdly in love with Edison. Like, you'd think he was in love with Edison at that point. Like, bro, he's dead. Move on, twin. So seeing Louise get back at him for doing something that apparently made Edison look bad was good. That was very fun. Seeing Bob and Tina just help their sister out by helping her with the project. Even Teddy, Gail, Mr. Fishoder of all people joining in was also very, very good. Very, very fun all around. Gail and Mr. Fishoder is a very weird couple, but they're kind of nice together. He's terrible, she's terrible for different reasons. They mesh well, you know. Amazing episode. Me just talking about it a little bit here does not do it justice. If there's one episode you should watch so far, make it Topsy. I freaking adore it. 17. 2 for Tina. Two different boys ask Tina to the dance. Meanwhile, Bob and Linda chaperone. Alrighty, thoughts on this one? It is mid. 3 out of 5. Can I just be honest? I don't like Jimmy Jr. that much. Beyond his kind of funny voice, I find him to be kind of bland. Not a lot going on with him, honestly. Just sort of there. I just don't care about Tina relationship stories, honestly, either. Again, I like Tina as a character, and I find her obsession with boys kind of funny. But a whole episode about it, it's like twin, nah. I was way more interested in the Bob B plot. Seeing him go to his first real dance, and Linda trying to make it more enjoyable for him. Again, peak couple over there. Kinda just want to watch more of their couple other than Tina just fighting, other than Jimmy Jr. and freaking Josh. Go back to Drake and Josh. Josh. I've never seen Drake and Josh before in my life. Why did I say that? So yeah, sorry guys. This one's mid. I didn't really care for this one too much. Totally watchable. There's some good parts. I like how Louise is talking to Gene, who's talking to Jimmy Jr. But yet they all say different things because they don't understand each other through like the microphone, not the microphone, but like the way they're talking, the walkie talkies. That was funny. There's some good jokes here, but overall, just middle of the road. 18. It snakes a village. The Belchers go visit Linda's parents. From there, Bob and Linda help her parents, and the kids try to find a snake. Back to back 3, taking back shots over here. Except not really. Well, unless you're the old people at Florida, in which case you are indeed taking back shots. Probably. Hopefully. I like how 3 people join stream when I talk about back shots. You guys are perverts. But don't leave stream. Anyway, it's a 3 out of 5. Another middle of the road one. What's there to say about this one? We get to see Linda's parents again. Haven't seen them since the legendary crawl space episode. Ow. It's cool to see more of them. Just seeing more of how they act. It's very cool. It's nice. Again, Bob has evolved so much as a character that unlike season 1 Bob, where like he just wanted to avoid them, Bob has matured. He starts to care more for people. Like he really try to help Linda's parents. Maybe it's because he doesn't want them to live with them. Maybe it's only that, but it's something. It's better than the crawl space episode in terms of that. The snake plot I was not as into. Well, what's there to really say about it? It was fine. The kids just try to find a snake, and that's kind of it. Gene's scared to do it, but then helps out. Gene, my bro, this ain't you at your best. It was kind of funny when he wanted to be tech guy, though, because we don't need tech guy on the mission, Gene. What are you doing? 3 out of 5 anyway, though. 19, family fracas. The Belchers go on a game show, and they win a ton until they lose to the Pestos. I know I've been kind of harsh on the last 2, but this makes up for it. I think it's a 4 out of 5. Really good episode, this one. The views are fluctuating so hard, bro. Just, like, watch stream or not. Now you 3 people, though. You guys are cool. Still 4 out of 5 episode. Pretty good. I feel like people only don't like this one for the ending. And yeah, ending is not the best, but if you look past the ending, then I think you'll see it's a pretty good episode. A lot of good jokes. Seeing the Belchers be good at something is very rare, so we got to cherish it, guys. We got to cherish the Belchers being good at something. Even if Tina just uses it as an excuse to be boy crazy, unfortunately. So that's a little unfortunate, but things happen. And of course, the freaking Pestos have to be the ones that defeat the Belchers' good streak. And since the host is Chuck from the Beef Squatch episode, basically they ruined his show in that one. So now Chuck hates Bob, and Jimmy hates Bob, so they hate on Bob together. And the manager doesn't really care, though, and he just wants to kiss everyone because, I don't know, gay manager, I guess. I don't know. Overall, it's a pretty good episode if you ignore the bad ending. Not Bob making fun of Jimmy. That was kind of funny. But Bob not winning the damn minivan. Let bro win the minivan. They earned this one. Their car can't work. 20. Kids run the restaurant. Bob's hand gets cut, so Linda takes him to the hospital. Meanwhile, the kids have an underground casino. Ooh. It's a 5 out of 5. I really do love this one so much. It's just a fun premise. It makes sense we do it this early on in the show. I mean, come on, you have a show about the restaurant, you have a show about kids, put them together, you get peak. I love the doctor plot, though. Hey, doctor. Seeing this doctor who's just new, first time, and has a weird thing with his mom. I don't know what was up with that. It's all very well done, very funny. Bob can never just be happy, bro. Bro cannot just win. It's incapable for him. It just won't happen ever. However, I guess if there is one good that comes from it, we do get Bob saving the day regardless. So that's nice. Plus, the actual kids running the restaurant plot is also pretty good. Louise knows how to make a good buck. Just saving the restaurant. Not saving. What am I saying? I'm sorry, guys. It is 11 p.m. I'm so tired. You know what I mean, though? She does her own thing. She gets money. She even gets Tina and Gene to help out with her. It's a great episode. And of course, Fish Odor comes in and ruins it all because he's a jerk. But to be fair, though, Louise, you should have expected something like this when you bring an adult in. Kind of on you, Louise. And of course, Bob has to fix the mess by playing scissors. Oh, my stitches. 21. Boys for Now. Tina and Louise go to a Boys for Now concert, and Louise ends up liking it more than she realizes. Meanwhile, Gene goes to a table setting contest. Like this one more than I thought I would. A 5 out of 5. Dude, this episode was so peak, honestly, for no reason. The Gene B plot, first of all, is pretty fun. Seeing Gene's weird obsession with helping take part in a table contest. It was funny. Very Gene, though. Of course he'd do something random like this. That's why he's such a peak character. And of course, the main Tina and Louise plot is obviously the real highlight here, though, regardless. Seeing Louise actually act more like how some girls her age act. Have to say this without coming off as sexist, because then I'd get canceled. And it can't get canceled when it only got 60 subs. Come on, Z-Man. This ain't you. Overall, just a peak episode. Seeing Louise want to slap Boo Boo so hard is just funny. And I love how one of the members is just straight up an adult. Are we never going to talk about that? Because that's very weird. He even has a daughter, that weirdo. What the hell are you doing here? So yeah, overall, it's a very good episode. Not a great episode even. Another peak episode of the season. And it's very, very, very... No, wait. I actually have been to a concert before, so I can help with this one. Oh, wow. Really? Because I never have, Bimmy. Guys, it's okay. Bimmy has gone to a concert, so he can help with this one. Boys for Now. Thoughts? Okay. This is my first time. Come on, Bimmy. You can do this. Your time in the spotlight. Okay, everyone. Bimmy reviewing Boys for Now. It was shit. This is dumb. I'm out here. This guy's a loser. Why are you watching his video? You're weird. Why are you watching your video? It doesn't make sense. You don't make sense. We're almost on Z-Man. You can talk to Bimmy about his co-hosting abilities later. Am I milking this bit or what? I am sorry, chat. 22. Carpe Museum. Bob chaperones at a museum field trip the kids are at. Holy peak. 5 out of 5. One of the best episodes of the entire show out of nowhere. All the plots in this one are good. The Bob and Louise plot is so awesome. We get the introduction of one of the best side characters, a regular sized Rudy. Why do they call you regular sized Rudy? I mean, look at me. It was very fun. As a Louise and Rudy shipper, I do very much appreciate them just getting to know each other right off the bat, getting like to know, and of course, throughout the seasons, they become more and more good friends. Very peak choice having regular sized Rudy as a character. Beyond that, the Gene plot was pretty good. Seeing him and Zeke bond. Never realized Zeke was so into boobies, but come on, what guy isn't into boobies? Boop, boop, boop. Tina and Henry's plot is probably my favorite plot line of the episode. I love how they're both nerds, but like for completely opposite reasons. I like how the ending proves everyone's a little bit of a dork for something. Like how I'm a dork for animation and watching comedies. That's me right here, bro. Just tip it in. Just tip in your love for comedies. Sliding that reference in there. Like I slept into your mom's panties last night. The Tina and Henry plot was my favorite. Best scene, or I guess scenes because it's the two. When Louise is like, Louise and Bob are just cracking fun at each other, being all like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess thank you. This was fun ditching. And Louise is like, yeah, it was. I'm gonna close up the restaurant, visit you in your retirement home. What? It wasn't my decision. No way. You're taking over the restaurant? No, I meant you're gonna take over the family business? No. Oh my god, you look up to me. No, you ruined the day. Oh my god, am I your hero? Stop, you're ruining this. I loved it. See, this is why Bob's Burgers is such a peak show, guys. I loved it. Because the family does care for each other and it's so real. Okay, King of the Hill, Simpsons, they also have shows where the family cares about each other. It's not just a Bob's Burgers thing, but they show it so earnestly. Bob and Louise really showing their care, and then at the very end of the bus, when Bob is like, so you're gonna when you take over the restaurant, you're gonna call it Louise's Burgers, maybe, Daddy. And then notice how Rudy ruins it by like also leaning in. Like bro implies that he's also in the moment when you're not. Bro ruined a regular sized moment right there. Come on, Rudy. If me rambling on and on doesn't prove it enough, I do truly love this episode. Very peak. I think the Topsy episode is like a little bit better, but it's neck and neck. I love them so much. And ending things off, 23, The Unnatural. Gene tries playing baseball. Meanwhile, Tina gets addicted to espresso. Espresso Rone with no cheese. Pretty good finale. Overall, it's a very good episode. Almost a 5 on the higher end of a 4. Again, seeing my boy Gene playing some baseball. As someone who sucks at sports, seeing my boy also suck at sports was very, very sucktacular. You know what I mean? Don't take it out of context. Overall, pretty fun episode. Tina's espresso addiction is the obvious highlight, though. Tina's so quiet and reserved that seeing her just have espresso, like, what do you think was going to happen? Of course, Tina's going to act out like that. Peak Tina moments, honestly. I love it's so good. And of course, Teddy's initial embarrassment about even having an espresso, being like, my hands look tiny, you can't have it. No, I don't want it. And Bob is just like, come on, Teddy, take it. Just take it, Teddy. Very good. Overall, a very good end to the season. And there you have it, all 23 episodes of the show's first full-length season. At the very bottom with the 3 out of 5, so we have Bob Arrest Ye Merry Gentle Mannequins, It Snakes a Village, 2 for Tina, Full Bars, and Mother-Daughter Laser Razor. And then next up, we got the 4 out of 5s with Nude Beach, The Deepening, Mutiny on the Windbreaker, My Fuzzy Valentine, L'Independent Woman, Bob Fires the Kids, Family Fracas, An Indecent Thanksgiving Proposal, and the only one to make it into the top 10, we have The Unnatural. I did say it was almost a 5 out of 5. Or did I? I don't know. My voice is bad. I'm bad at words. For the top nine, the 5 out of 5s, we have The Unbearable Likeness of Gene, Easy Rider, Boys for Now, Kids Run the Restaurant, Broadcast Wagstaff School News, OT, The Outside Toilet, Tyrannosaurus Rex, Carpe Museum, and as I already said it before, Batopsy is obviously my fave. Love that one. Bob season 3. Obviously the best season so far. Don't get me wrong, season 1 is very good too. And season 2, I feel a little bad for due to the whole 9 episode thing, but come on. Season 3 just is the best season so far, and it's not even a contest. Hell, it had an equal amount of 5s and 4s. 9 5s, 9 4s. There are a couple of 3s, but every good season has those mid episodes. I can say this is a great season of television. If the first 2 seasons was Bob's Burgers trying to really find itself at its peak, season 3, with it being that full length season, is then full length running, bro. Really hitting the ball going. It's very well made, and I very much love it. Overall, very good season. It's not as edgy as the first 2 seasons, but I think that's okay. It's the show finding its style. Not every adult animated comedy needs to be the edgiest thing, like the next South Park or the next Family Guy. You don't need to be the most edgy. You don't need all the jokes to be like, haha, you said a swear word. Like, making more well-crafted comedy, in my opinion, is honestly funnier than just some vulgar bullcrap. He's a bullcrap. Now, I guess that's everything, so... What do you want, Bimmy? Z-Man, wait. No, Bimmy, stop it. You ruined the review. No one's gonna like the review anymore, Bimmy. It's all your fault. Oh, Z-Man. I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry, Z-Man. It's my first time being co-host. I didn't know how to act, and I'm gonna joke around still, but look, I want to help be a good co-host. Okay, Bimmy. I'll give you a chance, bro. Okay, guys. I guess Bimmy will stick around as my co-host. Yay! Thank you. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with you sometimes, Bimmy? Oh no, not kick me out. Hopefully. See you later, guys. With that, thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna go bob some burgers. Why do I always end my reviews with the worst jokes? Now you're not gonna watch any more of my content.